Greetings and thank you for tuning in to today's tutorial on how to create an annotated bibliography. This tutorial is presented by the J.S. Flipper Library at Allen University, and it is our pleasure to service you. Again, thank you for tuning in. This annotated bibliography seen here is in APA style formatting. The margins are set 1 inch apart. For all 4 of your margin areas should be 1 inch apart for APA formatting. Your header area should have your last name and the pagination. So here we see librarian is the last name of the author of this document with the page number 1. The title of your document should be centered. So the title of this particular document is Annotated Bibliography, and it is centered. The font type is Times New Roman, and the font size is a size 12 throughout the entire document. The citations are in alphabetical order by the author's last name. So here you see a D, and if we scroll down, you see an L, scroll, an M, a P, and an S. All of the authors' names within the citation are in alphabetical order. And as we go back up to the top, they're in reverse alphabetical order. And you'll see that the indentions are hanging indentions. So you have it in alphabetical order by the first author's name listed in the document of the citation. And you have the hanging indentions. The next thing you'll have is the paragraph or the annotation describing the work in which citation it immediately follows. So for this particular citation on college retention, the next thing that you'll see is the annotation on college retention. And the annotation is indented by a 1/2 inch first line of the paragraph, and the annotation tells us about the particular document. And you see here that this particular document was on self-efficacy and the purpose of life as it pertains to student retention. And it tells us what the authors believed and the relationship and the feelings and so on and so forth about the document that is mentioned in the A4 bibliography. And if you go to the next, it is the same thing, the citation, and then it mentions what is relevant in the article that the author of this particular annotated bibliography felt worthy of annotating or making notes on. And so on and so forth. And you'll see on each page the author of the documents of this annotated bibliography's last name, or your last name as the student author of your particular annotated bibliography, along with the pagination or the page number. And for every citation, you have a brief description of what the article entailed or what the article was about. The next citation, let's see. What is the citation comprised of? The author's last name, comma, first name, period, comma, another last name, first initial, comma, period, another first name, comma, last name, first initial, and last name, first initial. So let's try that again without blunder. Last name, comma, first initial, separated by a period and a comma. Last name, comma, first initial, separated by a period and a comma. Last name, comma, first initial, separated by a period and a comma. N, for the last one, the ampersand or the and symbol. Last name, comma, first name, period, comma. 2008 is in parentheses, which is the year of publication for this particular work. The title of the work, colon, with the additional title of the work, period. The journal that it come from. The title of the journal from which this article came is in italic with a comma. The volume and the article number is there. And also you have the page numbers that the article were located within the journal. So you see that is the same way, and depending upon whether you're citing a book or an online article or a lecture from your instructor, there are specific guidelines that APA provides for annotated bibliographies. And if you want to know more about the guidelines for the annotated bibliographies and where that is located, you can check out the J.S. Flipper Library's webpage, and you can go to annotated bibliographies, or you can go to the APA formatting citation by the OWL at Purdue University. Thank you so much for tuning in, and then again, it was my pleasure to assist you today on how to construct an annotated bibliography.